Hey Daphne, welcome to your practice video for this week. We'll start with flashcards, then we will go into arpeggios, and then we'll finish with perpetual motion. Let's get started. After perpetual motion, you've read all the notes on the top of the violin. Now we'll move down to the D string, because that's what's going to come up in our next set of pieces. This one, the bottom space is F. This one, the second space is A. This one, on the second line, it's also the line that the treble clef at the beginning of the line circles. This one is G. And for that reason, sometimes a treble clef is called a G clef, because that circle at the bottom of the treble clef is on the G note. Fun fact. Okay, I'm going to use a clothespin for my lower half arpeggios that will keep me really honest. We'll use nice slow bows, thinking ahead about the next note so the bow never has to pause and wait for my left hand. Next one. Final one. Don't forget to spend a little time this week with your imagination, thinking about what mood or nature thing or story you could think of from the notes of your arpeggios. Okay, for perpetual motion, start with the first line and try smooth connections from note to note, with your eyes always moving ahead of where your fingers are so that your brain and your eyes have time to process the note reading. It'll sound like this. Or maybe slower. Pause here and go through the entire piece using that amazing eye focus. Your ears can take care of your fingers, your eyes. Keep going right along the page. Now let's do our doubles with spaces in between. Every note gets a double. Your turn to play the whole piece that way. Happy practicing, Daphne. Good work. See you next week.